Mm. There we go. Let's see. There we go. We're live now. There we go. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. Happy solstice. Happy solstice. We very much so are in celebration mode right now of awakening a new journey, awakening a new season, awakening new timelines, awakening new versions of ourselves, and inviting in all new for the winter passageway. So I wanted to hop on really quick and just do a quick spread, a quick little happy solstice, and as well as an invitation to Tuesdays with Corey tonight, as we're getting that started back up again. This event will be free tonight for everybody. And then from here on out, it will be for the Patreon supporters only, but I wanted to invite everyone out and just say thank you to the collective and to begin enjoying the celebration. There has been a little bit of squish today, a little bit of revelation in our own lives in regards to the movement moving forward, right? Awakening the abundant blessings and the abundant arrival of these new pathways and these new energetics. And as you see, actually right now, it's super cloudy and gray, and I've got the full winter gear out. And so in true winter solstice fashion here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting prepped for winter, right? And winter is always a season of hibernation, of going within, right? And really staying with the hearth, the fire of the heart, right? And the warmth, right? It's the nestling in, it's the going within. This is when we, in the old primal days, right? The gifts of presence came about, where we would go collect our foods, collect everything for the winter, and then we would shelter, right? We would go within to that sacred womb. We would come back to that place of presence. But it also is about what brings light to these days of gray, what brings light to our journey moving forward. And so there is this essence of celebration, this welcoming in of the new, right? It's been a year since the conjunction, the Great Conjunction, and that alignment that marked the Aquarian age and what it is to navigate the air epoch again. And so as we are in this new energy and we're stabilizing in the new frequencies and the new versions of us and the new foundations, the new strength, the new gifts, the new ability, the new insight, the new clarity, it really is about how we are showing ourselves the love and the kindness and the appreciation for this new, but also how we're welcoming it in, right? New directions, new thoughts, new spells, new creations, right? And a part of that is what we're speaking into existence, what we're breathing into existence, what we're clarifying in our day-to-day, right? And how we're inviting in this new and the essence of new, but we're also allowing everything to show up as new as well. If we are here welcoming in Hasiya Makaraki, this new, are we also inviting people to express and to do the same? So when we are looking at the crystalline expression of anything, are we inviting the crystalline expression to show itself to us through others, through systems, through government, through politics, through finances? On all levels, are we inviting in the new? So a part of this crystallization, right, is the choice point to not only see new, to be new, but to breathe new. So part of this is I wanted to come on and just do a quick little spread, say hello to everybody, invite you to come out to Tuesdays with Corey tonight. It'll be held at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The Zoom link is actually in my community page. So if you go over to the community, you'll see that there is a link there for the Zoom, and I invite you all to come out. It's just going to be a celebration. We will pull cards. We'll do whatever we're aligned to do, anchor codes, bring in the light, right? Bring in the joy, bring in the folly, eat some snacks, have some laughs. Really just take a moment to just relax and breathe and be with community again, right? To be with community. And so I wanted to do a quick little spread just to say thank you to everyone, see what Solstice Energy wants to bring forward for us right now. We're aligned with the 1221 portal and what it's bringing forward for us. And as a result of that, we also have to be open to receiving this within the body, right? So we have to allow the cellular body to open up. We have to allow the body to relax, to ease the breath, and to come back into pure presence. And so as we clear out the old, and awaken this new crystalline vision for ourselves and for humanity. Hope is what appears. Hope, clarity, trust, honor. And these energies provide for us that which we need to sustain in our lives, to sustain our light body, to sustain our light, to sustain the new energetic realities that we're co-creating in every now moment, recognizing that everything is energy. So coming back to these energetic co-creations is also, how do we honor our energy? How do we move with energy? How do we shift with energy? But also, how can we begin to take these energies, the subtle realms, and invite them in closer and closer and closer to awaken what the truth of our soul light and what our soul's gift is. Okay. So thank you all for coming here. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being a part of this journey, part of this celebration. Thank you for welcoming in Source, the abundance of this portal, the abundance of this gateway, the abundance of you. All right, so let's go into a quick little spread. Into the deep we go, people. Into the deep we go. So let's see what messages want to bring for us in regards to this solstice gateway, the new era that's arriving, and the celebration of you again. Oh man, you guys are silly. I can already hear you in the field. I can hear the songs. I can hear the music. I can hear the laughter. I can also hear so many other things, right? And that's the beauty of the cosmos, right? Is it's a delicate painting. It's a delicate painting. And as we hear it all, we witness it as beauty. We witness it as divine revelation, as clarity, solstice, this union with the Mother and the Father, the union with the divine. And boy, is it getting chilly. But a part of welcoming the new, even for myself, is this landscape right now. I'm outside. I'm in front of my RV, right next to my RV, a place I normally don't do readings, right? There's something about coming out into the open with who you are. It has light, right? And whatever that means for you, authentically being yourself, just being your divine expression of sorts, and what gifts that entails. No matter how uncomfortable it might seem for us, there's a level of comfortability in the unknown that we can find by softening, by relaxing, by breathing, and coming into this essence of playing with our divinity and allowing our divinity to shine through in its purity, in its divine innocence. Who wants to come forward for the collective for winter solstice? Alrighty. Simple 3-card spread. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Fool. It is really time of building that most beautiful version of ourselves right into that place of that new, right? Allowing the energies of the Queen of Cups to come through, which is very much so the divine essence, right? Of our emotional realms, of our multidimensionality, of our multidimensional gifts, and how we're building that moving forward. What's cool is the 7 of Pentacles, even though it is speaking of a work structure, flow, routine, building, it's also about that bridge, that ladder that we are building into that most beautiful version of ourselves. It's taking this really delicate detail in how we're shaping our reality in every now moment through thoughts, emotions, feelings, being states, and what we're speaking into existence. The Fool card reminds us of that place of divine innocence and of curiosity for the world again, and what it is to shine our light. It's that radiant glow, that effervescent version of us that just shows up through the form and is unapologetically you as God's source light, right? Blended with the realms of emotion with the Queen of Cups, right? We've got this really beautiful multidimensional expression and how we're building that in every now moment through our abilities, through energy, right? Through energy. There really is beautiful realities that are showing up for us right now. And it really is about finding peace and balance through this, right? It's a part of threading the eye of the needle is a lot like embracing the eye of the storm, right? And it really is about zeroing in on that focus of being able to push through these passageways to get to the other side, right? And so Yes, things are falling, things are restructuring. There's so much renewal and rebirth in this as well. But with the energy of the Queen of Cups, there's this energy of fertility. There's this energy of solstice bringing in the fertility that we need to expand, to grow, to evolve, but to find what our peaceful center is again. And it's that peaceful, easy feeling that we embrace, regardless of what's going on, regardless of characterization, regardless of roles, regardless of archetypes, regardless of fears. All this stuff is, what can we do to belong to peace again, right? Because that peaceful stance, right, of the freedom, the reign of freedom codes that have come through from the Air epoch, from the age of Aquarius, is it's really being at peace with our freedom again. It's such a new feeling to belong to this freedom, to belong to that one, what once was our truth no longer it no longer defines us. To be non-defined, right? Non-definable. It's kind of a question I ask myself. How can you be non-defined to anything? It's about the freedom of non-attachment. So as we detach more and more from the identity, from who we are, we welcome in just what the essence and presence of peace is, what the presence of renewal is, what the presence of joy is, what the presence of curiosity for life is, right? Divine surrender in divine splendor, right? And it really is about us taking that moment to find that place of surrender again. Surrender to the new for us, building what that new normal is, and doing what we can to create some ease and flow on our journey. This really is about building and flow, creating and flow, aligning with every now moment, with how we're going to share, with how we're going to show up, with how we're going to create. How are we going to treat one another? How are we going to share our gifts with the world? And that is being defined by you. A part of you being the creator of your reality is that you're the one that's creating the definition here. You can allow it to be everything. You can allow it to be nothing, right? It really is perfect for you in this now moment. And so part of this building, this new routine, this new structure, right? These new cosmic gifts, these new alignments, is what does it mean for us to be in that most beautiful expression of ourselves? Whether it's twisted, whether it's funny, whether it's contorted, whether it's distorted, however you choose it to be, right? It's seeing through the eyes of that innocence again, seeing yourself through the eyes of God, right? Source, light, the goddess, right? We don't need to attach an archetype to it. We're speaking of light, seeing yourself from that place, being with yourself in that place, and presenting that newness, that freshness for you again. And especially coming into Capricorn season, right? Welcoming in Capricorn with a loving embrace. There is that structure and that routine that's coming forward as well. It's really embracing what that is for us. As it ties into Venus retrograde, it does speak on behalf of self-love. It does speak on routine. It speaks on things like finances. It speaks on so many different things on all different levels. It's actually beautiful because there's a few people that are discussing this right now. And that's what the inspiration and spark is it's like, it's really about viewing and reviewing the ways that we see and perceive the abundance that we create in every now moment. Right? The Gaian abundance, the abundance of presence, the abundance of love, right? And creating these new routines, we can flow with these routines. They don't have to be structured or limited anymore. They can flow. They can be expansive, right? And a part of this is setting up multiple routines, multidimensionality. The days when you need to be within, be within. The days when it's cold, what are you going to do? The days when it's warm and the sun is shining, what are you going to do? The days when you want to belong, the days when you want to be, the days when you want to celebrate. What is your routine in every now moment that fits this new version of you that you're embracing fully here and now? And that's a part of that creation point awareness, is that we're creating in every now moment, but we also are creating with multidimensional versions of ourselves. We're co-creating with human aspects of ourselves. We're awakening not only the divinity within ourselves, but what it is to be a divine human again. What is the integration of all that? Right? And so this new flow that's opening up for us, it's really beautiful right now. And as a result, it's time, guys. It's time to flow with the new energetics. It's time to welcome this stuff in. It's time to embrace the new and call forward the new as well, right? A part of the ready and the preparation up to this point, up to the Solstice Gateway, it's preparing for new. It's setting what the theme for 2022 is going to be for ourselves. So part of that is these new routines, right, that we're doing right now, that we're creating in every now moment. They're very much so going to be a part of the themes for us coming into 2022 and through what winter is going to bring for us, or summer if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, right? So part of this is in every now moment, we're not only creating for this present moment, but we're setting ourselves up for success in the future. Right? And so It really is about zeroing in. What is our focus? What brings us joy? What brings us happiness? What brings us peace? And then unapologetically gifting yourself that opportunity to align to that and to be that. Right? The power is within us to see the beauty within this. The power is within us to see that. When I speak of lenses, frameworks, belief structures, right? The power of all those things is within us. Nothing outside of us is the one that shifts that. We are the ones that shift that from within. And so as we shift this from within, what new story can you tell yourself? What new theme do you want to bring into your life? What is your signature, right? Your soul signature, your frequency. What is that signature you want to embody? Is it hope? Is it freedom? Is it clarity? Is it peace? Whatever signature you want to embody is perfect for you, because that's what is going to align your realities at the end of the day. That which you hold, you resonate, you reverberate from within, deep within your cells, your cellular structure. That which you're open to receive here and now. The light of you, the God source light of you, the beauty of you, the awe, the creator, the creation, the most effervescent version of you. That signature is going to call forward a certain experience. Warm up your heart. Be with the flame, the spark, the signal of you. Shift out the argumentative approach. Shift out the persecution. There's nothing against you, only if you perceive it to be so. It's a lot of illusion out there. And a lot of this new spell and the new creation is, can we see beyond the illusion? And also gift ourselves to recognize that as the layers and the veils fall in every now moment, right? That we're going to see more and more, we're going to gain greater clarity. But that's what really brings us to that place of divine innocence. That palpable love that rolls through us, through the crown, into the heart. The ineffable quality of us as light is what helps us to transcend all the limitations of the old, the parental patternings, the belief systems. This is what we're working with shifting now. But it requires the divine light and the divine guidance to welcome that in, to allow that to be there for us, to assist us in shifting these veils, these patterns, these illusions, so we can truly awaken to what it is to be new again. New doesn't conform. This new, it just doesn't conform. What it does is it creates a new norm. And as a result, we then begin to resonate at a certain frequency where we find others that resonate like this as well. So whether it's a part of a collective or not a part of a collective, you're standing autonomous here as the most sovereign, beautiful version of yourself and attracting in every now moment the miracles that you've been calling forward, the celebration, the victory. And the more we keep our focus on that, we amplify, impulse it through the field, the more that we show others as well that miracles are possible. We're in the unified field. We're at that 0 point of creation. We're at a place of love. We're at a place of deep resonance. As we sing our song through the hearts, right? And we just quiet the noise of the mind. Come back to a place of clear definition. And that defining line is you as source light. That defining light is you as Christ consciousness. That defining light is you. Feel yourself rising up today, like a phoenix from the ashes. Keep rising. Keep elevating. Gift yourself a moment of gratitude. Gift yourself a moment of belonging. Ground fully into who you are. Stabilize and be there. Be perfect just as you are. There's no striving for perfection. There's no, I'm perfect at this end goal. No, you're perfect just as you are right now. And when we come to this place of perfection, we soften. We soften, we soften. We come to a place of allowing. Just allowing yourself to be you. Authentically you. However you choose to see that and to show up for the world. I care. We care. There are many that care out here, genuinely care. That caring provides you opportunity as well. It opens you up to receive new blessings. We harmonize with new gifts. We harmonize with new strengths. We harmonize with new abilities. We also harmonize with what it is to not only be great again, but to feel great, wherever that is. Whether it's in the middle of the storm, dark night of the soul, or in the highest point of your trajectory. There's something about that place of being perfect. And I know it sounds cheesy. I know it does. Trust me. But these divine messages are what gift us our greatest strength and our greatest ability to just allow ourselves to become who we are here and now, and opening up to evolution, opening up to change, opening up to freshness, opening up to new. And this new is you. Keep inviting it in. Keep welcoming it. Keep enjoying. Keep laughing. Keep playing. Keep partying. Get the shoulder shakes going. Dance again. Sing again. Play again. Be light and silly. These cold winter months for some of us it can create more that hibernating frequency, wanting to stay within, wanting to isolate, which is a beautiful place to be. But we don't have to hide in the darkness anymore. We can actually shine brighter than we ever have in those places. That's the heart light. That's the warmth. That's the fire. That's the soul fire. That's the soul gift. When we belong to that, we belong to clarity. We belong to freedom. We belong to hope. I hear you. I see you. And I feel you. And sometimes it feels great. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's okay. We're in this together. This walk doesn't have to be a lonely journey anymore. Whether it's a prayer, a song, a hug, an intimate connection with a loved one, or walking by a stranger on the street saying, "Hi, how's your day going?" We can care in so many different ways. These are only a few examples of how we care. And I invite you to create a new way of caring. How do you show up for yourself today? How do you show up for one another? How do you show up in your divine beauty? How do you show up in your excellence and in your radiance? How do you show up in all of you? Welcome it in, forward and through. Break down, break open, break through. This is evolution. This is evolution. Is there any final messages that want to come through? Balance and alchemy. Moderation. Seeking balance in all that we do, not swaying too much in any one direction. But once again, here we go. Fire hot, fire angelic, seraphim showing up nice and proud. That initiation into the next pathway for you. Very much so what Solstice is. The pathway is illuminated. It's there. It's our journey though. And we have to make the choice to take that first step, to take a leap into the unknown, to walk forward, to clear the shame, clear the guilt, clear the grief, and just keep walking forward. It's that forward momentum. It's that forward march. It is that building up our light, building up our gifts, reshaping our future, redefining us as that beautiful multidimensional version of ourselves. Curious for what's to come tomorrow, looking up forward and ahead, recognizing that right now, these new routines, these new structures, and new energy is bringing us balance. This is the alchemy of our light, the alchemy of our love, shining through here and now to welcome us into not only the air epoch, but the winter season, or summer. Southern Hemisphere. So I love you guys. Much love and respect to everyone out there. Thank you for being here. Quick little solstice message. We will be going live on Zoom at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Tuesdays with Corey. So get some snacks. Open up that heart. Let's have fun. And I'll see you guys tonight at Tuesdays with Corey. Much love and respect to everyone out there. And I'll see you guys